Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Dream State Drive. I've got something really, really awesome to show you. Something happened last week when I was out driving with my daughter and we were just south of Devizes, and we came across something we did not expect at what I think it was coming up to 7:30, I think. The timestamps are on the video, but my daughter, she spotted two at first objects coming towards us over the horizon, and they were greenish in colour, and they were sort of following each other, and it was dark, so I said to her, it's probably some satellite, sweetheart, because we always see the ISS fly over occasionally, you know what I mean? And so we watch them go overhead, and then she says, Daddy, look, there's another couple. I'm like, what, where? And then we see a couple more over the horizon coming our way, and then at that point we see a couple more. And then at that point we pull over because they weren't planes, they weren't drones, they weren't balloons. I've seen flares around that area as well, so I know what a flare is. They're very easy to know what a flare is. I can see flares like 20 miles away from where I live, just outside Chippenham, looking towards the Salisbury Plain area. You can see them. They're bright and they're orange. They were nothing like that. So we pull over and start recording. At first I was taking pictures of the night, so I've got an S23 Ultra Sun Galaxy. So I had it on night mode, and I started to... It takes 5 seconds to take a picture, basically. And once it does, it illuminates the whole sky behind you, and you can actually see stuff like just all sorts of stuff in the background image of it, rather than just complete darkness. So this is one of the pictures, and at first you think everything. I'll zoom in up here. Looking at these are all the stars. And the reason why they're a little bit blurry like that is because you have to keep the night vision as still as possible. But obviously, if your hand's moving about a bit, you're always going to get a little bit of wiggle, unless you got it on a stand. So, but the thing is, the remarkable thing about my camera is if there's something in the shot and it's got its own movement, it will actually track it quite well. So if we zoom in, you can see that the objects that we were looking at are not stars. They're metallic. To our eyes, they were appearing green, but to the camera, it just saw right through it, and you can see the aura, the glow, coming off of these things, compared to all the other stars in the background. So that would suggest they would be closer to the camera. Looking at these, I don't think they were. I just think they were really high in the sky. I don't think they were in space as such. I just think they were just up really, really high. But to any observer on the ground, they would look like a satellite. I did check the satellites around the area for that time online. There was nothing overhead at that time. I'll get the exact timings on the files. It's good as well because it's saved the Google tag of the location, the exact location as well. But I'll save. I've got the time and date of when I took them. I'll put that in the YouTube description. So if any of you guys want to check it out and try and help me find out what it is, so I've had a look on some websites, but it's not always clear. I couldn't see anything above us in the sky at that time, and it's a remarkable photo there, but that's not just the only one. I've got a fair few here, so I'll just go through them. That was another object. It wasn't one following all the others in a straight line. The sky was absolutely filled with them. It was unbelievable. And we thought they were stars at first, until then they started moving. We couldn't believe it. Again here, you can tell, I'm not even sure if that's one, but it's not like the other stars. But these two here are definitely the objects we were seeing, and they are definitely cylindrical. The other stars in the background are just as it is in the background. So then if we go to another image, this is the one I might have showed you a minute ago. Nope, this is a different one. So again, different photo, because I was going bash, well, not bash, but tap 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 every time the video the picture finished being taken. And again, more sort of cylinders or tic tacs or whatever they are. And then the one I began with right here. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're windows or what, but that is absolutely freaky. And then I think this picture was without the night mode on. And you can say, I mean, this is what made me think it was a satellite at first, because it does look very satellite-ish. But if you compare this one to the one we looked at previously, they've turned. They've actually turned around. That one's going slightly that way. And then they're at that angle. So they were turning in the air. They don't look like drones. Definitely not. They're the videos I'll get round to. And yeah, absolutely marvellous. It's been absolutely years since I've seen something like unexplained like this. And this was one of a screenshot of a video, in the video, and as you can see, it's, to the human eye it was glowing green. Complete round object, completely round, just glowing, nothing to it. Unfortunately, I didn't get a night shot of this one, but I would have loved to, because it wasn't like, there was two different distinct types up in the air. There was the orb, and then there was the tic tac. So this one is, yeah, that changed direction several times. We thought it was again a satellite at first. Just absolutely incredible. And then that's a little close up that my daughter did. Absolutely balmy, isn't it? I think it's great that the S23 Ultra can distinguish the stars in the background and whatever's in the foreground. It just instantly, it knew. Fantastic camera. I have since bought a couple of little monocle scopes for the camera, so if I ever come across something like that again, I can put the camera to the scope and get even closer shot next time, if I ever get lucky enough to see that again. But yeah, I've got that in the car cubbyhole. So let me show you. So I've got two videos. I want to show you the one I brightened up first, and then for anyone else who wants to stick around later into the video, you can watch the proper dark one. But there's some stars in it that you can't see on the dark one, because obviously it's so pitch black. So what you're hearing on the camera is what I'm seeing at the time is just completely black background. Yeah, so let me get into it. Which one is it? There we go.
I don't know why it's stopped.
So I'll show you the bright one first.
Where is
Who knew that we would see them?
Yeah, I'm going to drive a bit forward, alright? So you keep your eyes out.
I'll tell you if I see new ones, but that one's going right above us.
Right, I've left it on record. Right, let me just...
I've got it on the dash, by the way. I'm not holding it.
This is the most crazy.
Yeah, we pulled into a little lane.
I have seen times where it's... I have seen like swirly lights in the sky before. But
Just pull in air.
But those like... fireworks. I have seen like...
There we go, sweetheart.
I have seen circles.
We do see a plane later on, but I'll point that out. And you can tell it's a plane.
These are not.
Right, let me just put those blinkers on. Right, let's have a look then.
Right, if you look already, you can already see it.
Where?
Right there. I don't think I could see that at the time.
There is, that's another one. So that's like the 12th one?
Yeah.
Way too up, high up.
That's the thing, I
Googling.
don't know if they're satellites.
Oh, the stars.
Because they're definitely
There's
not,
another one.
they're silent, so they've got to be a satellite if they're anything.
They only started moving, by the way, when the cylinders went past them.
But we saw so many of them, and they were green.
They can't be satellites because you said you saw one flash and they don't flash.
Well, that's true, I did see one flash, but that was only the one. And
I'm trying to keep it as still as possible,
that one is slightly changing course.
I see one
so I know what it's like when you're watching these videos.
green or not.
See all the shaking, it really jars you.
Bats, probably.
Yeah, I've got my eye on it.
In fact, never mind.
Look at it.
There, look.
Where?
It's very
Speeds
faint,
up,
but
slows
there's
down
nothing
slightly.
got.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, look, right there, right there.
Well, they're everywhere.
So I was focusing on one, but they were all around us
You're right.
up in the
No,
sky.
Yeah, and
But
it's
I wanted
green.
to just
Look, you
keep
can
my
see it
eye
glowing.
on one of them.
Oh my god.
As you can see, it's a sphere. That one went directly over our heads.
These are not satellites.
Is it moving?
Yes, it got so far
What's-
in the distance at that point, I couldn't tell if it was moving anymore.
They're going in the same direction.
I'm trying to zoom in on it. That
It ain't normal.
that is an orb.
Where?
What I'm watching here.
What's the orb? It's like one of those spirit orbs.
No. That. I need to zoom in more, but I can't without. This is as good as it gets on. Where's the other one, Angel?
Other one?
Yeah.
I think it went past or something, but
It's moving. It's changed direction. It was moving across, and now it's moving down that way. Can you see any other ones, Angel?
One just
Where did
blinked
the other
out.
one go?
Just absolutely just disappeared.
that way, but as we said,
But I couldn't see that at the time. It's only when I've brightened it up that you can actually see it. So they weren't. They were sort of bright and sort of dim. It was really hard to try and.
It's the first time you've seen green lights like this.
Like those, yeah. There's a lot of them up there tonight.
Oh, and it's we're looking at one of them and then we see all of this.
They were absolutely everywhere. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was an orb, sweetheart. That wasn't an orb. It's basically just a round sphere. Oh,
Right there, right there.
yeah, there it is. There's another one.
Oh my god. Along with a bat.
You can't see it, but they're moving slowly, and I'm trying to keep the camera on them.
There, but my camera is having a hard time.
So when you see it's just me keeping it incredibly still, so it doesn't look like it's moving, but they're moving.
Not a satellite next to it.
Where's it gone? I've lost it now. Where'd it go?
It stopped moving. That's when it's done. It stopped moving.
Where is it? What? There.
That star right there.
That
I swear that stopped moving. I swear it stopped moving.
That's a plane.
You're right, because it's bright enough for the camera to see it. It means it's close. The other stars you can't see, even though it looks like one.
Yeah, that's what a plane looks
Because look,
like.
I'm looking around the sky. There's no stars except that light there, because that's the luminosity's close enough.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
And you can see the difference because that's what a plane should look like.
Yeah.
It should have flashing lights and a singular green light that goes with flashing lights.
Yeah, because I'm looking around and there's stars in the sky, but the camera's not seeing them, except it sees that one.
You might see some stars now that I've bound it up, but at the time of the camera you couldn't see them on the black screen on the camera when I was looking at them.
It's an orb.
There's a flashing white light over there.
Wow.
I should have dimmed the headlights, but I wanted to
But I don't know.
Okay. Oh.
keep them on, so obviously I've got my
you
daughter
see,
with
that's
me.
a plane, and then you look up,
I've got the-
and that one's just sat there.
Yeah. Maybe it can see us. We can see it. It can see
I'll
us.
zoom back a bit. So, right.
Because UFO magic, it can see us, or we can see it.
How crazy is that?
It was really exciting. I have to tell you, it was really exciting seeing it all. So I've seen them before a long time ago, but
Oh, well
not.
done, Angel. You've seen them all. They've all been coming out tonight. There's loads of them.
I mean, on this bit you might be able to see some move here,
Singular green lights flashing.
but they were really cunning.
Is there any more? Can you see?
They look like stars, but some of them,
When you're gonna see another
you know, you can tell. I don't know of any drones that can glow like that.
There's a bush away.
All look like cylinders high up in the sky. You never know. But the funny thing is, because south of Devizes, you're near Salisbury Plain,
Trying to
and
keep an eye out.
you're near the barracks,
That was loads of them. I've never seen so many.
and Boscombe
Trouble
down.
is they.
It's rumoured that they keep
Starlink. I'll have to
nuclear
look at what time it was.
materials
what time
there,
was
so
it now on the thing? So
could be
7:45.
something to it.
So probably
My
about
camera at
half-
this point freezes. I think it was when I was editing the video, and it was, you know, on the camera. So this just freezes, unfortunately, this last bit. I'll let you go back and forth on the video to see it yourself, so I don't need to show it again. You know, but I will play the dark footage, the original footage, so you guys can see how much harder it is to see these things, and then you might be able to compare
Where
them.
is
Who knew that we would see this?
Yeah, I'm going to drive a bit forward, alright? So you keep your eyes out.
I'll tell you if I see new ones, but that one is going right above us.
Right, I've left it on record. Right, let me just find somewhere we can pull over.
Yeah, and then we can get out of the car safely.
In this one as well, I could show you again some more of the objects.
Craziest. I have seen times where it's
Or
I
better
have
show
seen,
you
like,
even.
swirly lights sky before.
where they could be.
But
Just pull in here.
But those like fireworks. I have seen like
That's fireworks in the background.
There
That
we go, sweet.
yeah, you can see them blowing up there.
Lights before, but I don't know if they were UFOs or not. But these are not.
Right, let me just put those blinkers on. Right, let's have a look. Where? Yeah, there is. That's another one. So that's like the 12th one?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I don't know if they're satellites.
Yeah, that's
Stars.
Because they're definitely not.
moving
They're
there.
silent, so they've got to be a satellite if they're anything.
So that was one that
But
was
we
moving.
saw
There
some
it is.
of them,
Look,
and
look
they
at
were
look at
green.
that crafty little bugger. It's there for ages, barely moving, if not moving at all, and then it moves all of a
Well,
sudden.
that's true. I did see one flash, but
And then this one, I think
that was
here
only the one.
starts going to the right, and this one down here, I think, was moving.
And
There is one coming from this
that
direction.
one is slightly changing course.
I see one coming from that way, but I don't know if it's green or not. Right up there. No, he's back.
They're
Bats,
not going in
probably.
straight lines. They are
But I don't.
moving all over the place.
You know, oh, in fact, never mind. There, look.
Where?
It's very faint, but there's another green dot.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, look, right there, right there.
Well, they're everywhere.
There it is. Look, that's right overhead.
Chapter 1.
That was right above us.
You're right.
Some of
no,
them,
it's- Yeah, and
some
it's
of them
green.
are actually
Look, you can
flashing
see
at
it
us.
glowing.
Just one flash there, one flash here. Very spooky.
Can't.
These are not satellites.
There is, look, moving.
Is it moving?
Yeah, he was down there, and he's
What's-
started to move now.
They're coming and going from the same direction.
100%
Zoom in
not
on it.
satellites.
That
It ain't normal.
that is an orb.
Where?
What I'm watching here.
What's the board?
Trying to think which direction that was going in. That was going west.
No.
And the other one's going
Ah.
east.
I need to zoom
Yeah.
in more, but I can't without. This is as good as
The
it
tubes
gets.
we saw, the Tic Tacs, they were
Where's
heading
the other
east,
one,
and these
Angel?
orbs were going west.
What?
Yeah.
I think it went
Well, some of them
past
anyway.
something, but-
Some of the other orbs were just hanging around above us, and they just stopped
It's
after a while and
moving-
just
it's
stayed
changed
there
direction.
in the sky.
It was moving across, and now it's moving down that way.
Got to be over 12, I think we saw.
Can you see any other ones, Angel? Where did the other one go?
I think it went that way, but as we said a few minutes ago, they keep disappearing. Is this the first time you've seen green lights like this?
Like those, yeah. There's a lot of them up there tonight.
It's funny as well because the camera doesn't seem as
One of
green,
them, and then we
but
see
to our eyes, they were green.
Yeah, that was an orb, sweetheart. That wasn't
What's
an orb. It's basically just a round sphere. Oh,
Right there, right there.
yeah, there it is. There's another one.
You see that?
good? Along with a bat.
You can see it better actually. I'll just
camera's
go
really
back
struggling
quickly.
to
You can
see it.
actually see it
Like
flash
me.
at us.
Yeah, there it is. There's another one.
Flashed at us.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Boop,
Along
boop.
with a bat.
There was no clouds up there.
Oh,
It just
camera's
literally
really
just went
struggling
dark.
to see it.
I can literally see the Milky Way.
And you see that little bugger going along the
up
bottom,
there.
look. I didn't see that at the time.
Having a hard
Second one
time.
with it as well.
Is it? Where?
And it flashed.
Where?
It's like diagonal from it, and it flashed. So
I
that's
think
not
it knew we were
bad
looking at
right
him, to be
next it.
fair.
Where's
Hello, Flash.
Where's it? Where'd it go?
It
Quite
stopped
exciting.
moving. That's what it's done. It stopped moving.
Where is it? What? There.
That star right there.
That
I
one.
swear that stopped moving. I swear it stopped moving.
You're right, because it's bright enough for the camera to see it. It means it's close.
Should
The
have done
other
some
stars
rude
you
gestures
can't
with my
see,
hands
even
at
though it
them.
looks like
See what would have
Yeah,
happened.
that's what a plane looks
Just
like.
look, I'm looking around the sky. There's no stars except that light there, because that's the luminosity's close enough.
Illuminated.
And you can see
Yeah,
the
I know.
difference, because that's what a plane should look like.
Yeah.
It should have flashing lights and a singular green light that goes with flashing lights.
Yeah, because I'm looking around and there's stars in the sky, but the camera's not seeing them, except it sees that one. That's the only one that shows up on the camera. And it's an orb. It's an orb.
There's a flashing white light over there.
Where?
There. It could be a plane, but I don't know.
Okay. Oh, what's that one?
Oh, I think that's a plane.
Yeah, you see, that's a plane. And then you look up,
I've got these.
and that one's just sat there.
Yeah. Maybe it can see us. We can see it. It can see
I'll
us.
zoom back a bit. So, right.
Yeah, that's the plane.
Very magic. It can see us.
At least I think it's a plane. I mean, planes normally blink like
How
that,
crazy
so
is that?
it's the other lights that aren't, which are the suspicious ones.
Who knew we would see this?
Oh, well done, Angel. You've seen them all. They've all been coming out tonight. There's loads of them.
Yeah, I was a bit excited if you couldn't tell.
That's what planes look like. Oh, you see singular green lights flashing.
Is there any more? Can you see?
You never know when you're going to see another one. Because they've been coming at different times, haven't they?
I was getting a bit paranoid at this point. I have to admit. Oh, the quality of the
Just
camera is so
trying to keep
good,
an eye
though.
out. So that was loads of them. I've never seen so many. The trouble is, I don't think it would have been Starlink. I'll have to look at what time it was. What time was it now on the thing? So 7:45. So probably about half 7 then that we started seeing them. It could have been Starlink, but
There's no way those were
they were all spaced out into twos, like pretty far.
Is that one?
Where?
Some of them were following each other, and then some of them were either sort of following like that or like that. So
And you see any lights that are
most of them were
that you can see?
in twos, if
Well,
not all of them. Oh,
the stars are now
Was that
showing
something?
up.
I think that was one there that paused in the sky, and it just stayed there. After a while, I wasn't
Oh,
sure
watch
if it
out,
was
Angel.
a star or not.
Yes, mate. Yeah.
Oh, guy just went by asking if we were right. It's like, yeah. Just looking out for crazy stuff, mate.
So don't see any more. But you never know when more are going to arrive because we've seen them at different times show up.
Yeah. Right, Angels, on this side, please. Stay by the car. That's it. Right, let's get back in then.
Right, so that's the end of that one, guys. Right, so let's have another quick. I'll reduce the volume. Let's have another quick look at these, shall we? So it's a blessing and a curse, really, putting the contrast up. You can see some a little bit easier, and then some you sort of lose the detail of. But I mean, if anyone wants to think that they can help or whatever, please don't. So the video's like 10 gigs on my phone. So I'm not going to send it to anyone. Little one there. Yeah, so absolutely amazing, guys. I will leave that for now. But yes, let me know what you think it is or whatever. I'll get the time and date of it and I'll put it in the description. So if you want to check like satellites and stuff like that, please do it. But I just don't think they were, because the way they were moving, satellites just don't make. One of them in there was doing sharp right hand turns like that. You can't do that with a satellite. But yeah, so if you guys want to go through the video anymore or whatever, please do. And yeah, I will get another video out as soon as I can. But yeah, they are something, aren't they? Amazing, isn't it? Right, thank you very much, guys. That is it for this episode. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.